Did you know that a nice new set of emotes could be the difference between success and failure on this platform? I did know that. And that's why I've got the McDonald's trophy. I'm a successful streamer with that. How are we doing? Welcome in. How are we doing that? Yeah, that was from Paparazzi, which was a really good game. It was a really good game. I only played it once. It was only like a two-hour long game, I think. But what a great little vibe that was. Where are you in a McDonald's? You squeaking. Oh, no. I found a mod that lets you first person onto people and cars and stuff like that. You know, I was looking for one. I found one. So we've got one. So I've got something in my eye. I've like only just woken up. Well, not really, but I feel like I have. Let's hear it in the track. Let's hear it in the track. I need to put that on the internet somewhere. I think I've got it saved in Google. That is the one thing I've got on my computer that's backed up in about 4 different locations because I never want to lose that video. Everything else, take it or leave it. That one video, I need to keep it. I need to keep it. Eagles, thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Leopard. Can you believe it, folks? Leopard, look at that. You've got access to Froppy and Cilla Black and a microwave pizza, and there's probably some, I don't know which ones are sub ones and which ones are follower ones and why, it doesn't tell me. So thank you very much, Eagles. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Hope we're doing good. Just thought I was on City Skylines anyway, and I thought I might as well just stream this for a bit because I've made some changes from the last time I played this, and by some changes I mean I've started a new city because the map on the other one was winding me up too much. I was having a good go with it, but it was too hilly, and City Skylines doesn't deal well with hills when you like put stuff down. Everything goes a bit wonky and stuff, and it looks a bit crap. And also it was in the southern hemisphere, so it was like snowing in the middle of July, which is really pissing me off. I went into developer mode and tried to change it, and you can change it, but only for that instance of the game you open. As soon as you close the game and open it again, it resets back. So I thought what I'd do is I got one of the default maps, right? One of the default maps. I put it into the map editor. I figured out how to put a current map into the map editor, and then I've edited it so it's mostly the same. What I've done is I've put some nice rolling hills in the background, so it looks a little bit more British. I'll show you that in a bit. But this map is basically just flat. This is the map I was gonna use, and I don't know why I didn't use it in the first Chindley save. Oh, Jesus. In the first Chindley save. So I'll show you it. Here we go. So this is New Chindley, everyone. It's only little so far, but it's fine. It's getting there. I'm trying to make it look more British. Is the thing that I'm going for, really. Big 24-month badge. Yeah, look at that. Fucking hell, there. 28-month subscriber. What a bastard. I think they go up to like 66 now. I think there's like a 66-month sub badge that you... Yeah, look, I've got 60. I think next month, because my affiliate anniversary is at the end of this year. By the way, 5 years. 4 nearly. I think it goes up to 66 months, which will be crazy. So yeah, New Chindley here. You can see I've like, if we go down sort of ground level, you can see these big rolling hills that I've put in the background, which I think look really good from a distance. Very British. I'm pretty pleased with that. It's all flat around here, but that's because this is ocean. This is one that's got like a big lake in the middle and like 3 little islands in it as well. And another lake here, which is nice. Barely made any inroads into it though. The map thing is all of this. All of that there, and we're here. Should we put some music on? There's no sync in this bulk blender. Here we go. 5 years, fuck off, I know, Let. I fucking hate it. I was a very different man 5 years ago. Right, I'll take you around New Chindley, and then we'll take it really easily. I'm not doing anything massive today. I just want to be on for an hour. It's almost like a progress update, really. So what I did is I started off with this little like housing estate here, a little crescent sort of thing. Just put a load of little low density residential houses in, and then some medium density semi-detached ones around the outside, like a little bit posher. Then you got some more low density ones there and stuff. Really planning out the roads ahead of putting the houses in, if that makes sense. The way I was doing it last time was I was hitting the griddy too much. It was too boxy, and I didn't like it. And British cities have that, but they also have like winding roads that connect them, and like these little crescent things and avenues. And I'm really trying to sort of lean into that sort of thing a bit more. So I started off with that, and then we've got like a main road here, which I started off with this, where we've just put some like commercial stuff in on this side. And then it goes through to the industrial bit, which is mining like ore and rock and stuff like that, which is crazy. It's so much, but it's worth it. Can see it more British with the big roundabouts. Yeah, the roundabouts are really nice. I need to get more roundabouts in it as well. Oh, that's the radio mast. I forgot to put radio masts in the last city at all. It turns out it increases their happiness like a lot. Think about my city and how long we had it for last time. No one had any internet or phone signal that entire time because I forgot to put radio masts in. Or TV. They had no TV, no mobile data, nothing. So a little bit of a boo-boo on my part. I've started putting those in, which is good. So yeah, we got this little thing. Then I started putting some little terraced like rows in. I don't know if you can see like down there, just like little rows of terrace houses with like these little lanes connecting them, because that's what they tend to be like, these like tiny little alleyways. And then I think there's a road there going along the middle. Yeah. Got a big cemetery here as well. I thought I'd put a big cemetery in because I needed it because people were dying. This game in 21.9 resolution, the worst of enemies. I can only imagine. The most games have ultra-wide support. Or is it very much, is it 50-50? Or I've never really given it much thought, to be honest with you. Only you were hearing the Go Nuts Donuts heads. Fucking Go Nuts Donuts. Creepy, crazy, crunchy critters. For fuck's sake. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, some very like little northern terraced house lanes, which I quite like. I'm thinking Chindley's like a sort of northern type. Not like Newcastle, maybe not even like Yorkshire, but maybe not quite northern. Maybe somewhere like Lincoln-ish is where I'm thinking. I think the latitude and longitude I set for it in the custom map was like around, I think it is around Lincoln or something like that. So yeah, that sort of Stoke, Lincoln, that kind of line across the UK, if that makes sense. Probably 75-25. That's not too bad, I suppose. That's not bad. Many examples of a game like this supporting it has shitty performance. Oh, I see. Is it like when games say they have Steam Deck performance? What is with all the dogs? Why are there so many dogs? Can we do this? Oh, yeah. That's great. I didn't know you could do that. Look, we'll get the one in... Oh, crap. I've lost them. I was going to say we'll get the one in the middle. Woof. That's Samson there, look. What was I talking about? Yeah. So little terrace house lanes. The dog, fucking hell. Little police station here. Whoa. Little police station there, yeah. Some little medium density like flats. Again, very British looking. I really like it. And these like British, these are also medium density, but they again look very British. Got a little health centre here. Another block of flats. A little row of shops coming down here, which I quite like. Neumann's Lems. Yeah, very good let. Primary school. Just ignoring that, sorry. Little primary school, sort of in the middle of this. Some more medium density, sort of posher houses out here, and some more commercial, I think. No, these are offices. The offices. And then recently I've been working down here and going a little bit more into the high density stuff. Got like a little avenue that's just got a few blocks of flats and stuff in it. I've got like another sort of Chindley Elysee type thing here with flats. I'm going to wait until they're all level 5. I think they are now, actually. No. When they're all level 5, I will make them all look like this one, because I think I've got these ones like in other places already, so it'll probably just be in like this one. The area with the flats is where you go to get the Genji. It absolutely is, yeah, in here. 100%. Look. Eli Bailey's going to get the Genji right now. With his dog. Why did he sound like Mickey Mouse? Yeah. I quite like this. Again, I've been doing a lot of looking on Google Maps and stuff, and I like these little estates. You get them a lot these days, especially, where like there'll just be a main road, and then coming off it is just like a little estate. There seems to be a lot more of that happening in modern times. So I've been trying to do that a little bit. I'll show you what I mean. Got some like low rent stuff here as well. I might knock some of these down because I think they're a bit too big. These ones are like good size, and that one. I think these ones are a little bit too big. But I'm not sure. Got like a nice row of shops here. This is like your little Arndale Centre type of thing. You got your Arndale Centre coming down here with all the little shops and stuff, and there's flats above them as well, which is nice. So it gets a little bit busy around here, a little bit higher in density. And then up here I've built like another little housing estate stuff. But what I've done is this little like, it's like a street off a street, which I don't know if it's like anywhere else, but I've noticed in some parts of Leeds you get this a lot, where there's like a main road, and then just off the main road is like a row of houses that like aren't attached to the main road, and I think that looks really good. So I've been trying to do that kind of thing. Again, just a little avenue with a block of flats. I might put a little park in here or something like that, maybe. Some more medium density housing down here. I've just put these in, which are like low rent housing, which I don't know how I feel about them. I thought they'd be a bit smaller than that, but that's fine. And then some more, I think these are low density, but they're slightly larger houses. And then I just built this little housing estate up here as well. And then also, I'm pretty happy with this. So this is the Signature City Flats building, if you remember that. UK City Apartments. But you also get these medium density ones that are now level 5. And they look the same, they're just a different shape. And I've put them in a nice little array and put a park down the middle. A bit like, it was like the one we had last time. Was it Bumtown Park? Where we had the hedge park in the middle, and it was all the homeless people were going in there. The homeless mod is finally working, by the way. I'll show you the options it gives me. I can deport homeless, arrest homeless, remove stuck homeless, or remove all homeless, which is pretty good. Good stuff. Only in City Skylines 2 can you get away with saying that stuff, really, I find. Yeah, bye-bye homeless. I know. You know. So yeah, that's where I've got to so far. So what we're going to do is slowly move down here. Get some stuff around there. Like, I think the high density stuff's going to be down here. And we'll get like a harbour in here eventually and all that sort of thing. We'll probably be doing most of it offline, but I'm only working on it slowly. So it's fine. We'll cut all homeless people in half. Yeah. You seen this business with Cliff Richard's gravy? Is that a euphemism? What are you talking about? Cliff Richard lampoon for vile gravy recipe. Hang on, let me go into a person. And
Hi.
Bailey Pollock, come on, while I have a look at this. Singer's festive concoction is made using 4 different flavors of stock cubes. lamb, chicken, beef, and vegetable before mixing it with fried onions, teriyaki, soy, Worcestershire sauce, gravy powder, and red wine. Right, okay. Like, not entirely convinced by that. Yeah, invented the gravy, and it's just literally he's just got all the different types of gravy that you could buy, including Bisto. It says gravy powder, so I assume that's Bisto. He's got Bisto. He's got four. He's bought all the different varieties of Knorr stock cubes, and just chucked in soy, Worcestershire, and a couple of other things, and then called it. That's not making a gravy. It's like saying I've invented a pizza, and it's me buying one of those pizza bases and just finding every fucking topping you can put on a pizza, and then putting them on a pizza, and then I don't know, calling it the works or something like that. Not invented a pizza. It's just a pizza that's got different toppings on. It's like when you make potions with your mum's bubble bath. That's a far more accurate analogy, Leopard. Thank you for that. I was really struggling there. It's like when you make potions with your bubble bath. Oh, do you remember Matey, Leopard? Not to go all Peter Kay, but do you remember Matey, the bubble bath? It sounds like a little pirate fella. You still get them, by the way. He makes batches of it once a year and gives it to members of his family to freeze. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. What an odd man. What an odd man. Oh god, I'm really liking the way this looks. Another thing that I did, by the way, there's a couple more mods that I've got in. I've got a Carto one, which is not the game, but it lets me download like a map, like a top-down map of the city. I've not used that yet, but I'm sure it'll be really good. We've got the first-person camera. We can actually free roam in like first person as well, which is good. But the one I really like, and this is one that no one else will give a shit about apart from me, is this one. It's called Addresses and Names mod. And basically, you know in City Skylines 2, you've got the street names, and they're all like Poplar Street and Lilac Street and that kind of thing, and you see like you'll have the same street names constantly. Basically, someone's made a mod where you can put all the street name prefixes into a text file, so you can have a custom list of street names. So what I've done by hand, I've been typing it in, is typing out about 1,400 street names. Based off like ones I've seen in real life, or like based off places, or I mean you can see some of them are a bit stupid. I put Bog Lane in, but then I've got ones that are just sound a little bit more British than album names or team names. Yeah, so I've been doing what's been a really good one is looking at football teams from the 60s and just getting the surnames of all the players. So you've got like Greaves and Clements and all that kind of thing. I've got about 1,400 on the list so far. I'm still adding to it as I go along. You got Warnock Street there as well. Don't know if there's any really good examples to it. Derby Road. And you can also change it so it names it as a street or a road or a lane or an avenue. I'll show you actually because it's in this whole little thing. Can you see this? Yeah, you can, can't you? Yeah, so look, if the speed limit is 0 to 20, it calls it an avenue. If it's 21 to 30, it's a lane. If it's 40 to 49, it's a street. And if it's 50 and above, it's a road. Gatwick, yeah. There's an absolute, literally. I showed my mum this because she was asking what I was doing with Google Maps open, and she thought I was stalking someone. But I was explaining to her what I was doing, and she was like, "Oh, have you got this street name?" I said, "Yes." "Have you got this street name?" I said, "Yes." "Have you got this street name?" "Yes." I've done a lot. I can, if anyone wants to use this mod. City Skylines 2 is free to play on Steam for the weekend, by the way, if anyone's interested. If anyone wants the text list that I've got, it's just a text file. I'm happy to send it. You can probably get rid of the few stupid ones. Like I've put Prodlington in there. There's a few inside joke ones in there. I think Gotham is in there as well. But not only can you do it for the road names, you can do it for the citizen names. So, first of all, the first names for male and female, and the surnames, and the dog names. So I've made text files for all of these. So instead of every dog being called like Rover or whatever, it's a little bit more. I think there's like 150 dog names that I've come up with. So you got like Murphy and Toby, and that kind of thing. And the people names are also like, they're a bit more British. Well, I say that. The problem that I've got, and you can change this, is they're not weighted. So that is to say, like, because obviously like Jack is a really common name, you can weight it by adding Jack into the list multiple times. I've not done that, so every name has an equal probability of being a thing. So like Melvin Paris. You get these really funny, like very obscure British sounding names. Josh Trumpington, Quentin Daniel, Rex Bennett, Trent Bate, Sam Wolstenton, Louis Bend. Because I find that a little bit funnier than everyone just being called like Jack or whatever. So yeah, you can do it for the male names, the female names, the surnames, dog names, and the road names. You can also do it with district names, but I haven't done that because I'm not really bothered about the district names that much. Doesn't really bother me. Kylie Stanley, dog Biscuit there. Look, Biscuit. Valentino Jackman, Crystal Stephenson, Madeline Kendrick, Jaylee Island. What I used for the names, the first names, is I think on the Pampers website there was a list of like 1,100 baby names. so I just Reginald Hingleston. Oh, I thought it Hingleston. Hingston. Sorry, that's not as funny, is it?
Yeah.
Sonny Rochforth. Gwen Cleveley. What are these dogs called? We've got Chester, Milo, Otto, Samson, Leighton Blawhorn. It is a little bit 2 Point Hospital. Yeah, it's really good. So, and what you can do is you can just keep adding to the text file. It doesn't auto refresh, so you would have to like import the text file again, but you can see how many entries I've got. So I've got nearly 3,000 surnames, 1,400 road names, about 1,000 male names, 1,000 female names, and about 150 dog names. So you know, if you wanted to do, there's actually like a preset list that someone's made for like Australian street names, for example, and it's got like 10,000 names on it. So if you were going to make like an Australian city, you can just import that text file and it's got a load of actual Australian street names. I didn't go for that because they're all a little bit... Australian's not quite the same as British, isn't it? Some overlap, like if you've got like Abbott Street or something like that. But then Australia has some strange ones that the UK wouldn't have. That makes sense. Why is that? Oh, it's because it's all one street. I hate it when it does that. That counts as one street. Hampton, Grimsby, Merton, Button, Kelvin, Belvoir, Lackland, Yewtree. Crikey, I wouldn't want to live there. Got the Horrobin family on Yewtree Street. The Shakelands, Moorhold, Limsey, Ashmore, Bloom, Garnis, Halstead, Hansard, Callender, Barclay, Keep, Marbeck, Ramsey, Kelton, Mathieson, Barefoot, Spruce, Kerr, and Gilmore. There you go. Bunch of ruddy drongos, mate. Avenue. Yeah, exactly. They're all like that. Well, not all of them, but a good, like, a third of them are like that. Just it's quite funny. But it means that you can be as silly or as realistic as you want. A good way to do it as well is ask ChatGPT to do it. I asked ChatGPT to come up with the surnames. I just said, write a list of 1,000 common British-sounding surnames. It did it. It did that. Then I did do a list of 1,000 uncommon ones. But it repeats itself all the time, even if you ask it not to, because it's a bit shit. So there's a website where you can remove all the duplicates in a list. It did that, and it's got about it's come with like 3,000 if you just do that a few times. It didn't really help with the street names though. Pretty much all of the street names are ones that I've done myself and just typed them in individually over the course of about 3 or 4 days. Not constantly, but just every now and then I'll just go, oh, that'd be good. There was one night where I woke up at like 3 a.m. and was just like, oh, I've got some really good names, and I just had to write them down on my phone. I couldn't get back to sleep because I was just going, oh my god, what's a good street name? Like, I've got like even all like the Beatles and stuff, so it's like Starkey, McCartney, Lennon, Harrison. There's no sinking this boat, Glenn, there. Gatwick, yeah, airports is a really good one. Any sort of place name. There's a lot of sort of place names around Leeds that I've done. So there's like Horsforth and Hawksworth, Bradford, Bingley, that kind of thing. All things that sound very British. But yeah, if anyone needs that list, I'd be happy to send it over to whoever. It's the addresses and names mod that you need, which also comes with this weird extra UI mod, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, and you can also do it so you can use road names as a station name, or use a district name as a station name. So if you put a station down on a specific, if I put a station down on Bailiff Street, it'll be called Bailiff Street Station. Can you set up a city with one name list and change it for another? Yes, it's per city. It's per city. So you do it in the city. When you've got the city loaded, what you would do if you went into another city is you go name set management, import from disk library, which is the button behind me that you can't see, and you just import another list. And then you'd go to name override settings. It's seriously good. I really like that sort of thing. Not that the City Skylines like street names were terrible, but they weren't very British. They were all a bit sort of cutesy, like Sunset and like Birch isn't terrible, but like they were just all a little bit too. They sounded more like Sims place names, you know, like Sims DLC place names rather than British place names. So you can go properly nuts with it. They've got Barron Lane, Eaton Lane, Bourne Lane, not Birch Lane, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's really good. It's a very, very good mod. Right, should we play some City Skylines? I'm really taking my time with this. The way I'm sort of doing it is like making an estate like this, and then making another one, and then like drawing roads to connect them, generally, is how I'm trying to do it. There's probably a better way to do it. Look at this building as well, isn't that nice? What I did with this one is because look, you'll see this map is mostly flat, which is really good. You can see that it's basically, there's not much terraforming that you have to do to make everything look nice. I kind of wish it was a little bit hillier, but I mean, I could edit that, but I can't be bothered. Look, you can see the mountains that I did in the background, like the rolling hills, which looks great from like down here. But yeah, a lot of mucking about, but I think it'll be worth it. I think the first Chindley was a good, like, do you want to see how far I got with it? I might as well show you. Oh, it's going to close the game, isn't it? It's going to quit the game if I do this. Unfortunately, one of the mods I've got, yeah, one of the mods I got makes the game crash to desktop. Do you want to hear this again? It makes the game crash to desktop. If you exit the save. I don't know which mod's doing it. It's not the end of the world. It only takes a minute to load up. but it's a little bit annoying. But how often do you change saves like this? I don't do it at all when I'm like not streaming. So, but I'll show you how far I got with Chindley before I just got upset with it. I was trying to build a college area, but I was just it was too hilly and everything just looked a bit too stupid, and I just got really annoyed with it. This will take a minute as well. I've got like 40 mods on it now. Can live with the crashes, especially with mods. It is a complex game. Yeah, it's not the end of the world, really. It's the only time I have problems with mods is when the game updates. When the game updates, because the mod takes, for sake, because the mods don't always update with the game. Sometimes they'll take like a week for the mods to start working again, which is a little bit annoying. And also the crashing, but like in-game crashing barely happens. I've got auto saves on every 2 minutes, so it's not that big a problem. But I'll update my list of mods in. I put a list of mods in Discord, didn't I? I'll add to it because I've got a few more now. That are really good. Like I said, the address one's good. Do you want to have a look? Just give it a minute while it loads them all up. Playsets. Right Everywhere. I don't know if I showed you Right Everywhere. I can show you it in the old save because I've not been able to use it in the new save yet. But it means that on the... I'll show you it. It does something with train stations that I really like. I don't know if I showed you it last week. I can't remember. Carto and OSM Export are 2 separate map mods. I've not tried them yet though, so I couldn't possibly say. Region flag icons is quite helpful as well. So it's Chindley UK 2. This is where I got up to. I had a lot of money. I saved it, by the way. Remember when we streamed last week and the city was just like dead and like we were like minus 500 grand in the crapper? I saved it. It took a while. It took like the next day for me to save it, but I saved it and we've got 3 million now. And 22,000 people. I did a really good job, I think. Just really reducing the budget to what was manageable, shutting down basically every service building and slowly, reopening them as we needed them. That UK region thing is just this. So on the pack settings, normally like this just says the letters GB, that says the letters FR, that says the letters DE, and it's a little bit annoying. So it's just changed them to flags because I think that's just easier to look at personally. I can't remember how much of this I did off stream. Probably not a lot of it. Oh, I got a solar farm, a solar power plant, which is fine. It was fine, not great. Put some more houses down here. Not pleased with it though. It was just wiggly real estate. It was all a little bit higgledy-piggledy, and I wasn't too keen on it. And also the fact that it was like snowing in July was pissing me off. Got another farm here. This is what I was working on. I knocked down. This is where all the high density buildings were that we hated. And I completely redid this. So we've got Froppy Meadows, and it's just like rows of terraced houses. Some like mixed shops and flats here as well. Car parks. Again, like another little bit with... Look at all the names that are like... Garden Lane, Sycamore Lane, Forest Street, Houston Street, Franklin Street. Just a little bit. Lafayette Street. It's just the same names over and over again. A lot of them I've got are actually in... They're in both lists, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, I just put loads of terraced housing in, which was fine. It was mostly fine. Got a bit close to the highway there, which I'm not a fan of. But we put these like mixed row houses again, a little car park there. And then I built this bridge along here And I was gonna put a college like up here. Again, put two like big, I think these are high density or medium density apartment blocks here, and another one here. I really like this one actually. I think that's really nice. I'm pretty happy with that one, but it was just the terrain. If you look, if we go down here, for example, where is everyone? Maybe we just look. Let's go into free mode. You can just look at the terrain. It's just a bit of a mess, isn't it? And it makes all the fences look a bit crap. And look at the state of it. It's just, it does not handle slopes well at all. And also every junction, for some reason it makes every junction flat, which I get why it's trying to do that. But what you end up with is, if you're making a hill that goes from, you know, up to the top of that down to there, and it's got 4 junctions in it, it does this, where it goes flat and then it goes down, and then it goes flat, and then it goes down, and then it goes flat, and then it goes down. Is the rain really loud? Sorry about that. Is it really loud? I don't know if I can check. You can't just turn down the rain volume. Anyway, that was pissing me off. Nice little primary school in there as well. Yeah, it was just winding me up too much. I was spending too much time mucking about with terrain and stuff. You can see what the terrain's like on this map, and the whole map is like this. Like, it's just all hills. And I was gonna try and like smooth out these mountains, because having like fucking Alps right by a little British town made no sense. And yeah, basically the map was just pissing me off too much. So I binned it. It's gonna quit the desktop again. There you go. Put the music back on. I'll boot it up in dev mode again. Yeah, so I downloaded a few like custom maps. I think someone made one of like Portsmouth. Someone made one that's meant to be based off like a port by Bristol. There's a couple of ones like Scottish Highlands as well, which look pretty good. I'll show you them. But none were quite flat enough. And the ones in the custom ones that were flat enough, because they've used height maps from like Mapbox or something, the terrain, I don't know how to explain it. The terrain bumps weren't smooth, because it's using a height map image. The bumps weren't smooth. They were like slightly blocky, and it just looked kind of not great. You could go through and smooth the whole thing out, but it would take me like 3 hours, and it's not worth it. So I just used a map that came with the base game. This deal's yours. Oh, here we go. Amazon shopping. What have you got for me? Anyone getting anything nice for Christmas? I did all my Christmas shopping last night. I'm done now. I'm basically done until, I don't know. I think I've got to get something for my dad, and then that's it. But his birthday was yesterday, so he's a bit of a tricky one to buy for. Oh, the game's not responding. Right, what's this offer? It's EA Sports FC25 for the PS5, $39.99. I don't have a PS5. Also, I can get that for 24 quid on Steam at the moment, which I'm kind of tempted to do, but I don't know. I don't know. I always buy FIFA or FC or whatever. And then just last year I did a big career mode, actually. It was one of the biggest I've ever done. But I normally just play the clubs, the pro clubs. Here we go. Look, so that's the one that I'm using. But there's like Hebridean Heaven, Holyhead. This one, which is based in like Bristol, Porters Abone, which is actually a really nice map. The other one that I liked was Windy Meadows. And also there's like a Plymouth one, a Portsmouth one there as well. They're too terraformed for my liking, because it's got like the keys and stuff in it, so it's all like very blocky. But yeah. Right, let's go for that one. No. That one? That one. Yeah, it's that one, isn't it? Oh, I just saved it, didn't I? Cannot believe I'm going to type this. Have you seen the thing where people are pouring away milk? Yeah, because of the bovine stuff in it or whatever. That the Arla. And people are going, I saw this because people are going, oh, I can't drink that because you're feeding the cows chemicals. First of all, everything's a fucking chemical. But also, they've been sharing these like warning sheets of like this specific additive, and it's like may cause eye irritation, do not ingest, and stuff like that. Which is all well and good for people to be concerned about that if people were eating the fucking additive themselves, but it's not. The cows are eating it. It's like saying that I'm not going to drink milk because cows eat grass, and I don't eat grass because it's bad for me. Can you eat grass? Can humans eat grass? Yeah, people are honestly, it's just people who are so conditioned to finding something to complain about and acting as if everything's a fucking conspiracy. I've never known anyone like that in real life. And I can't imagine knowing anyone like that in real life. It's absolutely, it's just fucking beyond me. I'm mad. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, isn't it? It breaks down. Yeah, exactly. It breaks down in the cow's stomach, so it's not a problem. But then you go. The thing is, there's no one in the world that can make them change their mind about it. Because if you bring in someone who knows what they're talking about, they're an expert, and experts are bad because they're paid for or something, or it's all part of a big secret government thing, or Bill Gates or something like that. I cannot imagine literally getting all of my news off and all my information, all my facts off fucking nutters on Twitter and Facebook and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Libertas, I got the whole of next week off work for shopping. Nice. Good stuff there. That's good. I like that. Enjoy yourself. You can eat grass, but it makes you ill. Yeah, that makes sense. My mate Johnny's a bit like that. Believes in Bigfoot. I think compared to, but honestly, if someone said to me that they believe in Bigfoot, or even at this point, if someone said to me they believe in like ghosts or aliens, but aliens in the sense of like little green guys, like the guy on the front of the Space Invaders crisp packet, I don't even care anymore. Like I just go whatever. Like it's really not the worst thing in the world to believe in. Like compared to some of the shit that people actually do believe in. That's the thing though, but it starts like that. Someone starts believing in Bigfoot and then suddenly, yeah, I know what you mean. Fucking addled people. Facebook addled, Twitter addled even. That's a fucking difficult word to say that, by the way. Yeah, it properly boils my brain. My confession is that I still have an inactive Twitter account that I used to use about 6 years ago, with a friend, and neither of us use it now. But for every now and then I will go into that account on Twitter and just have a little peek at see what people are talking about. And the other day it was that stuff. Yeah, I honestly, that website is just a collective delusion now. it's really quite bad. I used to use Facebook as the benchmark for like proper nutters with this sort of thing. Especially during like the COVID years. You always get someone on every platform, of course. But Twitter I don't think was as bad as Facebook was it was really fucking bad for it. And now Twitter is just like exponentially worse. It's really fucking bizarre. Check this out. Something like that. Yeah, just a little through lane that you can go into there. Actually, I don't like that. I'll fix it. Fortunately, it happened. Sorry, I missed some messages. I've seen some big feet in my time. Not that I'm a connoisseur or anything. Fair enough, Lep. Let's put that there. Sorry. My mother got into Russia today before she died. Fucking brain damage. Yeah. Proper. Lep, I'm so glad you coined the phrase porridge brain. Because that's exactly what it is. It's, yeah. It's fucking depressing, isn't it? Really fucking bad. It's got to the point where I can't even, like, take the piss out of these people now. Because it's just, it's not funny for me to do that anymore. Like, it's actually just quite sad. It's a little bit of a wiggly-woo lane, but look, Ripon. That's near me-ish, I guess. Fortunately, it happened... Unfortunately, I should say, it happened to my auntie and uncle through COVID. They went down the right-wing rabbit holes on Facebook, and it melted their mind to the point my uncle smashed up his neighbour's house because he thought he had cameras pointing over his fence to perv on his grandkids. That's what I mean. It starts off with someone fucking posting some bollocks about a vaccine, and then it ends up with that. It's just fucking nuts. My auntie never got vaccinated, and she was the only one in my family who never got vaccinated. Her and my cousin, so her daughter. And the thing about those two people in particular, I haven't really talked to them out. I've seen them once in the past like 10 years, I think. But the one thing about those two people, they are both on Facebook constantly. Like, they live on Facebook. It's all well, at that time at least. They were just constant. My auntie made a Facebook account for a dog. That's how, like, on Facebook she was, that she made an account for her dog. Not like an Instagram account where, like, people post pictures of their dog, for example, but an account where she was pretending to be her dog. So, just have to think about that, I guess. My uncle doesn't use banks because he thinks he's being tracked by the government. He's a 60-year-old carpet fitter. They do not give a shit, Glenn. Yeah, well, to be fair there, people on Universal Credit have their bank accounts sort of tracked by the government, if that makes sense. Basically, if someone on Universal Credit is being suspected of fraud, banks have to share their bank information with the DWP. And that went completely under the radar. Ooh, why is like half my face gone there? That went completely under the radar while all the other shit was happening. But that is, like, unfortunately, a thing, I believe, to the best of my knowledge, which is not great. But no, yeah, well, yeah, I know what you mean there. It's not the same, is it? My mum bought a new phone, and it's come with one of these Fit watches. It's like a Samsung Fit watch, and she was setting it up yesterday, and she was really excited about it, and then it was going, for this watch to work properly, we're gonna need you to give us location permissions. And then all of a sudden, she just completely, like, flipped. Not, well, I didn't, like, flip out, but, like, flipped opinion and was like, oh, I'm not sure about this. And I was like, I get that Google can track where you are and all that sort of thing, but, like, turning your location permissions on for a fucking watch is not the end of the world. You're not going to get arrested. Yeah, I can get people being, like, apprehensive about that, but she's really quite adamant about, like, it being, like, the worst possible thing. I don't know. What I really hate is when people lump it all in together. Example, I have dozens of books about JFK, watched and listened to endless theories about it. I cannot handle when people lump that in with Bigfoot or worse. Yeah, the thing is that there's actual things that are, like, basically confirmed to have happened. What was that Operation North something? Is it Northwood? The USA were going to do in Cuba, where they were going to do, like, a bit of a false flag thing. Ages ago. And, like, JFK stuff and but then there's people that like the Paul McCartney stuff is just bonkers to me. It's not on the same level. It's not on the same level at all. When I saw my sorry, we're just chatting, aren't we? Let's just have a guy walk around the city. Come on.
Oh.
We'll follow Mosh Campton around, right? When I saw my uncle the other month, right after he got arrested for smashing his neighbour's gaff up, he said to me, I'll probably get sent down for this. Starmer wants to lock us all up. They're persecuting the middle-aged white man. Oh. I can't even... the thing is, like I said before, I can't even laugh about that stuff now. Because it is too... You know that thing, Stuart Lee? It's, these days if you say you're English, you'll get locked up and thrown in jail and that sort of thing. And I feel like that line of thinking from people has almost become too mainstream for it to be funny anymore. It's actually just depressing. For me, JFK's a criminal case. Yeah, it's different. And JFK one's really interesting as well. I don't think Bigfoot's interesting. Look at this, by the way. The Church Inn. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? How tall this person behind us is. Oh, shit. Luciana Barons is homeless, apparently. What the fuck is happening to her hand? Oh, that was really weird. What is she doing? No idea what's going on there. Look at this guy. Oh, she's on a fake phone. She's on a fake phone. I wish it... Yeah, it's like I wish it was a joke. There's millions of people like that. And there's more and more people like that. Because they just fucking infect each other on Facebook and Twitter and all that crap. Yeah, the pub's really nice though, isn't it? In other news. I also really like this park that I've got here. Should we see if we can walk past this? What I don't get about the park is some people just sort of walk next to it and then don't do anything. They'll just stand next to it. Why do they keep doing... Why is everyone just taking selfies in this town? Here we go, walk down there with this one. Jalaya Cheddar, I think the name was. It's nice, isn't it? It's... I mean, apart from the fucking homeless tents and the barrel on fire and all that sort of thing, but... And also the big wind turbines, but... She looked like a tall baby. That Carl Sagan paragraph gets more true every day. I saw that the other day, yeah. It's surprisingly, sometimes there's things like that that are shared and you go, well, it's sort of vague enough that you can, that really anyone could have said it and, you know, it was going to be true regardless. Because some people are like that, aren't they? Some people say stuff really vague and then in 30 years time they go, oh my god, they're completely right. But that, that's fucking digital. That Carl Sagan thing is really, really quite specific. It's a great shame. It's a great shame. Oh, I do wish that alleys just had like actual paths along them still. Or do I? I don't know. I kind of wish there were just more than one texture. I've also got a mod that removes the road wear. Do you know like on like road crossings you can see like where the tires go and stuff and it looks a bit crap. I've removed that because I just don't think it looks very good. So the roads are like very, very clean now, which is also not perfect, but it's preferable, I think. It's preferable. I bought a whole chicken in Morrison's yesterday for £3. Anyone want to talk about that? Cooked. A whole cooked chicken in Morrison's. They have like 8 of them. Whole cooked chicken for £3. Anyone give a shit about that? No? Anyone? Let's put some mixed housing in there. Let's see what this looks like. In fact, you know, let's go. I've never done these actually. So let's... These little 1x1 ones. I've never seen them. So let's go with those. I have no idea what they look like. Hopefully they're good. A cooked chicken. Yeah, it's a whole cooked chicken. It's a Christmas specialty. I have a pot of homemade soup for lunch. Winter veg. Mrs. Ultra made it yesterday. Oh, that sounds gorgeous. That sounds really good. I remember you saying you were big on your soups and stuff. Earlier in the year, you were growing your own veggies and stuff. Very hearty. Very hearty. I've got, again, Morrison's on clearance. A lovely ciabatta. It's 50p. 50p for a ciabatta. And I'm going to put some fucking chicken in it. And possibly some other stuff as well. Probably not just chicken. I'll tell you what I also got in Morrison's. It's like a sausage roll, but it's a pig in blanket roll. So it's a sausage roll, but it's also got bacon in it. That was gorgeous. I had a really simple dinner last night. It was that, a couple of chicken legs, and some spaghetti hoops. Look at that, Maison de Savoie numérique. Perfect. Soup is the enemy for me. I tend not to have soup, but yeah. Do you know, I saw on, I don't know where it was, this was fucking ages ago, I remember last year. I remember it on Instagram. Was it a pot roast? And all it was just beef, potatoes, little potatoes and carrots in like gravy, like a big sort of stew kind of thing. Yeah. Oh my god, I would absolutely kill for some of that. That and like a big roll of crusty bread. People in the 1500s really fucking knew how to eat, didn't they? Imagine having that like every night. Wouldn't that be great? Much better than fucking microwave pizzas and stuff, isn't it? Don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know if I like these houses. I think they're too big. Not sure how I feel about it. Should we give it the old walking test? Gregor Sharper? I don't know. Well, this guy's going inside anyway. Okay, well, why is it fucking... Put me in the sea. Mrs. Ultra wants us to sell up before daughter finishes uni. And move somewhere a bit smaller. Or bigger. Or nicer. There's plenty of time though, isn't there? Plenty of time. Is there not? Denmark. I can think of worse places to move to. Can you speak Danish? Can she speak Danish? My brother lives there. Right. I think I'd quite like Denmark. I think the climate's probably a bit more. I like it a bit colder, personally. Typically. Hiya, Gwyn. How's it going? Welcome in. You have a slather a bit of Irish brown bread with butter and marmalade. What's Irish brown bread? Mush it down with a cup of tea. I don't, Gwyn. I do have marmalade on toast, though, if that's what you're talking about in a roundabout way. Yeah, I like it. I like a marmalade toast is perfect, Gwyn, with like a nice seeded bread, I think. I don't know if Irish brown bread is like seeded or not, if it's got seeds in. I think it works really well. And a proper marmalade as well. Good proper marmalade. 3-ingredient soda bread. Okay. Cool, the little fucking ants down here, look. Bentley Garding.
Hey.
Penelope Bettsthorne.
Oh.
Collins Fenwick. Corey Hampton. Corey Chelmsford. Logan Golding. How many clicks do you reckon we could do before we find someone with a really objectionable name? Violet Allsop. Look at that down there. It's nice. A seeded bread's perfect for a murmur. It really is, isn't it? It really is. Nothing quite beats it. It's very dense. Almost has a scone texture to it. Sounds quite nice, actually. Why are you making him grunt and squeal? For a laugh?
Hi.
No. I've got Marlowe and who's the other one? Maya.
Huh?
Bailey Mothershead. Ethan Etten. Chopper.
Huh? Oh.
Celia Reynolds. Ingrid Chamberlain. Andreas Pennington. Waverley Shively. Oakley. Oakley the dog. That's a good name for a dog, Oakley. Anyway, yeah. You made a terrible mistake on Blue Sky. What have you done, Ultra? Ultra? Fucking hell, sorry. Eagles. Ignore me, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm going to do here? Check this out. I was trying to figure out how to make a path like double wide. It seems like you can't do it, which is really stupid. Just really, really stupid. Unless you can do it like this. No, it's a bit of a funny one, isn't it? I mean, you can do that. And then I'll just put some bushes down the middle, maybe? I don't know. Hiya, Snore. Welcome in. How you doing? You just plop some... Here you go, Let. This is for you, Let. Alright. You ready for this? I don't want a baby point. Fuck off. If it lets me. I mean, I've got Anarchy, so it'll probably let me regardless. We'll demolish that. Yeah. Some tree plopping. Like the old days. Lep, did you see Sips was playing Planet Coaster 2 the other day? And he fucking quit halfway through because it was buggy. And started playing Parkitect instead. What a shame. What? I'm so deeply disappointed about Planet Coaster 2. I cannot believe how badly they've mucked it up. I remember I was talking it up, saying this could be my favourite game of all time. And they've completely... I mean, it's a serious ballsing up. Really bad stuff. Oh, we're losing money a little bit. Sorry, hang on. Wait, equals that says, I added a list of comedians, and it's 100 of the most patless people I've ever come across. Example post. Earthquake. I just felt the earth move. Me, I've still got it. Fucking... something I've noticed, Eagles, on Blue Sky, within the past couple of days especially, is people are just repeating viral tweets on Blue Sky from like 10 years ago in the hopes that people will have forgotten them, and then... But they're still not funny, is the thing. They've not aged... They've not aged well. They've not aged poorly. They've not aged at all. They were shit 10 years ago and they're shit now. Yeah, I've noticed that. Doing well aside from the hangover. You got a hangover? How was the Christmas party? Was it good? I assume it was good if you've got a hangover. Bought this and so far it's crashed while doing the tutorial. It's a little bit... to be fair, it crashed a few times the first time I played it, but it's not really crashed that much since then. So I don't know what's up with it. I don't know. Deeply petless. Let's says, remind me why I need to join this site again. Yeah, you're not selling it, are you? One thing I've known, what I might do, and I was thinking about this, is make a list of... One thing that I've been using, that I wouldn't normally use on a website, but I've not minded it too much on Blue Sky, is the algorithmic discover feed, if you've used that. Which isn't terrible. There's nothing like objectionable on there, but what it is full of for me, even though every time I see one I press hit, or like, was it see less or something like that? See less. Fucking Twitch partners posting the most just inane, just boring stuff. It's just, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't know why, but they almost always seem to be Twitch partners as well. So I might make a Twitch partner block list at some point. It's not even normie stuff. It's people just trying to be... I don't know. I'm not even saying they're trying to be funny. They're just trying to be interesting, and they're not. No, it's weird. It's depressing. Unfortunately, everywhere. I'd much rather see that than see, like, you know, proper bad stuff. But it's still a little bit crap. It's, you know what it is? And I think Albert mentioned this the other day. Well, not quite, but Albert said something that I was sort of thinking, in a sense, about Blue Sky being a website for the people who find those fucking alien comics funny. You know the little comics of an aliens, and they're just in like a normal human situation, but they explain it in a strange way with big words, and for some reason that's funny. It's like that. It's all like that. It's yeah, it's not great. Am I using Deck Blue? I am sometimes, and I keep forgetting sometimes. I've not bookmarked it. Because I know if I bookmark it, I'll be on it constantly. So I am using it sometimes. I'm using it especially when I'm posting for like for the markdown. For the markdown stuff. Let's go up to the park again, shall we? Is anyone walking up to the park? Here we go. Lincoln Feversham. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Hello? There we go. Right. Hang on, I need to catch up on chat here. It was a good party. I like most of my colleagues, thankfully. Good stuff, Snowbuckle. I'm glad to hear it. Proper normie stuff. Those comics are cute, you Killjoy. I like the art style. Snore. I like the art style. That's as far as I'm gonna go. I don't think they're funny. Yeah. I won't say any more than that. Also, the guy who made them was doing something really weird with the March for Life years ago, and then everyone sort of cared about it for about half a day. And then forgot again. I don't know. Never mind. Champers, welcome in. Shagger, how are we all? I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? Welcome in. Fockett as well, welcome in. First time chat. Me and my friend are soon going to have a competition in which we get to play the same amount of time and on the same map, but whoever is able to make the most efficient city wins. Can you help me? I know the basics on how most buildings work. First of all, good luck. I don't think I'd be the right person to help you with that, because I'm not very good at this game. I've not played City Skylines 2 very much. And I'm not good at making it efficient. That's the one. I think I'm losing money at the moment. Should we have a look? Well, I'm just making money. Yeah, I'm not great at it. I'm sure someone else can give you some good tips. I'm afraid I have none. I'm sorry. Best of luck though. You official on your breaks? No, yeah, he is. No work till the 2nd of January. What a bastard. No more work for me until the 2nd of January either. Or possibly beyond that. Bit of comedy there for you. We have unemployed comedy. If anyone wanted some. Let's go over to here, actually. Let's have a walk down here, shall we? With Carrington Micklegrove. Yeah, look at these little lads. Which comics are these? This is the Alien comics. I don't know if they have a name. I found out they have a fucking TV show. That comic strip has a fucking TV show. There's some people out there just stealing a living, I think. It's like a money laundering thing. Nathan Pyle is the artist in question. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I've just got to be a bit of a hater, Snort. You understand, don't you? You understand. Oops, someone died. Look at this, though. Look at the big buildings. Isn't it nice? Isn't it lovely? Alright, had flu all week, been off work, my last full week of work this year. Get it up, you capitalism. I hope you feel a bit better now, chappers. Good that you've managed to sort of miss the last week of work, though. That's good stuff. Morning, Adam. Welcome in. How are you doing? How are you doing? Alien Planet? Millennial Core? Yeah. Millennial Core. Yeah. I don't know. Look, Blue Sky's great, but at the same time, you're on every platform. Remember, I started using Threads when that came out for about 3 days, and I gave up because it started to be a bit. What are all these people doing here? Where's this? Here. What are you doing? Mandy Bend. Oh. We've got Dash, Rex, Buster, Pippa. Threads. All that unfunny stuff that I've just mentioned. That is 100% of Threads. That is just all Threads is. It's bad. Really bad stuff. Looks like Croydon. Good. That's British. Threads is a toilet. Yeah. The World is Vampire. Also, yeah. Didn't get on with Threads. Felt a lot like all your least favourite Instagram shit was on there in droves. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Ooh. Yeah. I haven't got any buses. If I had a bus, we'd follow a bus around, but I've not got buses set up yet, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Should we go down the old Ganja Street? Should we change this? Ganja Street, nice. Anyone gonna walk up it? If anyone walks up it, will... Is anyone walking down it? This guy. Gale Pallister. Yeah. Threads was just everyone trying too hard to be funny, to go viral, to get followers. And I think Blue Sky has just sort of started to enter that phase, and it's a little bit annoying, but it's manageable. But that sort of... I don't think the algorithm on Blue Sky is very good, because no matter how much I click see less of this, it still shows me fucking DBD streamers. Who have not done anything like morally objectionable or anything like that. But I think they're the first set of people on Blue Sky that I want to block because they just annoy me. I'll never get it. I'll never get DBD. Adult DBD. It's fucking hide and seek, isn't it? It's hide and seek for adults. And people... You know when people... We've talked about people who only play, like, train simulators and stuff like that. They don't sort of play video games, but they play train simulators or, like, flight simulators. Or sometimes people, they only play Football Manager. It's the only game they play. There are people like that with DBD. Can you fucking imagine? Can you imagine that? That's terrifying. That's so strange to me. Just a second, sorry. Not a nutcracker moment, don't worry about it. Nope, not nutcracker left. Sorry, I'm just closing my door. It's getting cold. DBD's emos, angry board men and children. Yeah, it blows my mind, that game. I played it on stream, but that it was I didn't mind playing it on stream, but I would not sit there and play that constantly. I don't get it. I don't get it. Seen the pro DBDs after matches checking the playtime of people on their team and saying they only have 5,000 hours. Yeah, crazy world, isn't it? I played it with Pip, Lep. I played it with Pip. Sort of nutcracker. I did go to the door, but I went to my bedroom door and closed it. It's not quite a nutcracker thing. Every time I see a nutcracker, I think of you now, Lep, as well. I hate that. But the police station here, look. Pretty good, isn't it? Played it a few times, it's alright, but out of all the streamer bait games out there, it's the shittest one on repeat. Yeah. What the one weirder thing than playing DBD, I think, because I can almost look past that. I can almost look past that. If someone's really passionate about that game, I can understand you playing it a lot. The one thing that I don't get is people who will watch other people play DBD constantly. Like, if a DBD streamer streams like 4 times a week, for example, at like 8 PM Monday to Thursday, there are people out there who will go, oh, it's 8 PM on a Monday, time to watch this guy play DBD again for the 500th time. I don't get that, and I'm not saying that, like, I'm not saying this from a point of like, oh, people should be watching me fucking walk around the city and see Skylines instead. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying there is more interesting stuff out there than, first of all, this, for sure, but definitely DBD. That's all I'm going to say. There's a bus simulator free on Epic right now. Yes, and Lego Star Wars. If anyone wants to get that. Yeah, I downloaded them both yesterday. I might try the bus one later today, actually. You've spoiled Christmas? Yeah, you have. Not that my entire Christmas was based around the Nutcracker, but, you know. Look at that road up there. That's really... Sorry. That looks really British up there, doesn't it? I'm really happy with that. That, seriously, that is an absolutely with the apartment buildings in the background. I'm very pleased with that. Fucking I wish you could use the scroll thing to zoom in while you're on this camera, and you can't. But the big oil extractor thing in the background or whatever it is needs to be dirtier. Yeah, it does. I wish you could do that. I mean, there's decals and stuff where I can put graffiti on buildings. But I'd be here all day. Oh. Oh. Just give me a second. The game, a $5, getting all the characters, 200 quid. Yeah, just mind-boggling. Here we go. Let's follow. That's a child. Let's not follow a child. Let's follow Aubrey Flintcroft, right? Down Ganja Street. Why is my mouse not working? That's being weird. Oh. There we go. I tabbed out and thought you were saying DVD. I mean, I could be saying DVD. Do you reckon I could say DVD and then... It just sounds like DVD, doesn't it? When I say it. COVID did irreparable damage to our populace. It promoted DVD weekly streams to the massive. I mean, it's just nuts, isn't it? It's utterly... I don't think I'll ever understand that. Having two... excuse me. I have news of 2 very promising ones coming out in the next while. Roadcraft. A new thing from the SnowRunner team. I bought SnowRunner about 4 years ago and I've never played it. I feel like I should. I feel like I feel like I need to play that at some point. I don't know how I've never got around to playing it. I bought it on a sale on Epic about 4 years ago. More cigarette ends in the gutters, yeah. And Spray Paint Sim, a better version of the Pressure Washer one. A better... You mean Power Wash Sim? If it's better than Power Wash Sim, I'd be very interested in that. That's a bold claim. Power Wash Sim is a very, very good game. It's cool to what's happening with doctors. I love that. Seriously, saying that sort of thing is like the biggest compliment I could get, because I've tried... Obviously the British assets and stuff help, but I'm trying to make this look as British as possible. It's not cloudy enough, is it? There's no clouds at all. But I'm really trying to make this look as British as possible. I'm really taking my time with it. So I'm happy. This is like Queen game again. I could stream... I've got that. I've had that for about a year now. If not longer. I've never played... I've never streamed it though. Could stream that at some point. Might be exactly your kind of game. The Spray Paint Sim? Yeah, definitely. Or SnowRunner. Both definitely. Snow is just like Truck Simulator, isn't it? Well, it's not quite, but... From what I've heard, it's a little bit like that. Until you flip your truck and rage quit. Can you first person on the cars as well? Yeah, you can. It's nice that, isn't it? Anyway, I've put nothing down in this stream, can I just say? We've just done nothing. I think I put these down. Should we have a look at these? I want them all to look like this, but I'll wait until they're all level 5 and then I will just replace them all with this asset because I like the look of this one. Because I think if I replace them all now, as soon as they level up, they go back to being what they were before. But I'll show you. Also, that's just... It's not terrible, I'd say. It might be a bit too long. I might put a break in the middle of it and put a little parkour here. How wide is this, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 15. Perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Destroy those, and then we'll put like a little park in the middle here. I can find a good one. Dog park? It's too big. Small park is too big. Large playground? perfect. Yeah. Is that perfect? Could we go for something a bit better? Outdoor gym? No. Skate park? Definitely not. Basketball court? I've already got one. Sorry. It's the one time in this stream where I'm actually playing the game for a little bit. So it's a shame some of these are not an odd number of blocks. It's a little bit annoying. Doesn't matter. That'll be fine. We'll put some trees around the back of it and stuff. You either love or hate SnowRunner? I don't know which. Yeah, I mean, I'm like that with most games, to be fair, aren't I? I like this path that I've put in here. I'm really pleased with this, actually. Could someone walk...
Hi.
Chindley Saunders. No? Sorry. Lane Bolton. It is a little bit buggy, the first person thing. Isn't this nice? The twist for roadcraft is it's SnowRunner, but you build roads. I'm interested. I'm interested. When I was a kid, I don't know if I've talked about this, but it's one of the reasons why I play this game so much. And also, when I was talking to my mum about the road name thing, for those who weren't there for it, you see all these road names. I've individually typed all of these into a text file because there's a mod which means you can name your own, and I wanted really British sounding ones. So I typed in, like, I think it's about 1400? Let's have a look. Yeah, 1421 road names into a text file. Because that's my idea of fun. You like Button Crescent? It's nice, isn't it? Warwick Street, Lackland Street, Yew Tree Street, Derby Road, Bog Lane. Yeah, I probably manually typed about 1200 of them, Cheppers, yeah. Because ChatGPT was not helpful for it, really. It kept doing repeat ones, and ones that, like, it was saying, like, lane and way and stuff like that, but if you do that, then a place is going to be called Lane Street, which doesn't make much sense. I'll show you. Let me see if I can find it. Could you publish that as a UK road names mod? So the mod is called Addresses and Road Names mod, I think, and in that on GitHub is a list of Australian names. Now, hypothetically, I could, like, I don't know how it works. Is it like fork it or merge or something like that with the text file that I've done? I would do that. The only reason I'm not doing that is because mine has some inside jokes on that I don't really want everyone else to have to put up with. I mean, I could go through and remove them all, but also the ones that are on GitHub at the moment are like 10,000 street names, whereas mine's only 1,000, so I would build it up a bit more before I did anything else with it. But I'm still adding to it every now and then. Let me see if I can find the file. Colossal Order, Skylines 2, mods data, name sets, UK road names. See if I can do window capture. There you go. If anyone sees their own surname in this, I'm sorry. I have gone through, like, people's surnames, and I went on Facebook and went through all my friends' suggestions and just added everyone's surname to this. All of my teachers' surnames and stuff as well. But then I've added stuff like Prodlington and that kind of thing. I think Gotham is in there somewhere as well. So, yeah. There you go. That's what I spent the last... How long doing? What is this window capture? That's nothing. Let's get rid of that. MasterChef Crescent? Yeah. I think there is a Greg, and I think there's a Wallace as well. So I have done that. Like I said, I was using a lot of old footballers' names and stuff. From like the 60s, 70s, and 80s. A lot of place, like street names from where I grew up. I think like Baalbek is a good one, because that was a street near where I grew up. Sunis Avenue, yeah, I think there's a lot of I did a lot of Arsenal ones. There's like Wright, Parlour, Bold, that kind of thing, and a lot of like I think there's a lot of Man United ones as well. Neville, Giggs, stuff like that. So yeah, I went a bit nuts with it. I went a little bit mad with it. But hiya Gundy, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, so I've done that. Also the same with the I was saying earlier. I've done the same with all the people names. So there's a file for UK female names, UK male names, and UK surnames, and dog names as well. So they're all in that. What I've not done though is weighted them. So like Smith or Jack or popular names are just as likely to be spawned in as an uncommon name. That's kind of by design. I could change that if I wanted to, but I don't mind having like stranger names like Cecilia Dawn and I mean Leah Fielding. They're not strange names. Skylar Temple, Gail Pallister, Zola Warner, Walter Beaton, Billy Garrett, Douglas Chaplin, that kind of thing. It's kind of by design. You can actually see if I click on an apartment building, you can see all the surnames here. So there's still some repeats because I've not got like a crazy amount. In fact, this is probably going to be more helpful to find a repeat, isn't it? He says. There will be some anyway. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter too much. You got out of uni? Good stuff, Gundy. I hope you had a good time. It's Friday, everyone, by the way. Is it? Yeah, it's Friday, isn't it? It's Friday. Can you believe it? I love this little row of shops, by the way. Have you seen this? Lawrence Ox. That's one letter off being a cunt. Look at that. Little row of shops. It's nice, isn't it? Very British. And also, all of these car parks cost $50 to get in, and people still use them, which I'm very happy with. Thick Digital. I can look at the Indiana Jones game. Do you play as Harrison Ford?
Hi.
Carrington. Fuck, I'm gonna follow that guy.
Hi.
Never. That's the first person I've seen with the same two names. Can't wait to have weekend. I mean, it's basically weekend now, Gundy. To be fair. I want to get someone walking down this side of the road. Past these. Here we go. Let's see how this looks. What Indiana Jones game is this? What's it called? Can I have a look at the specs? Let's have a look at the spec. Let's see if my new monster PC can handle it. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Is it on Steam? Yeah, it is. Who's it made by? It's published by Bethesda. Developed by Machine Games, who also did... something? Machine Games? What have Machine Games made? Is that just part of Bethesda? Oh, it's on Game Pass? Oh, of course it's Bethesda, so it'll be on Game Pass, won't it? Let's have a look at the specs. Are we looking at minimum or recommended? Recommended. AMD Ryzen 7 700, 32 gig RAM, RTX 3080 Ti. Yeah, that's... SSD required. GPU hardware ray tracing required. Are the Wolfenstein devs? Oh, okay. I've never seen a game require an SSD before. I've never seen that. Not that it doesn't exist, but I've just never seen it. I love this. I love this little patch of you, because you get this in cities, don't you? You get these little little patches of grass that just go along a road like that. I kind of wish you could make you know, so it's not just a grass texture, but it's like actual grass. If your computer can't run it, if your computer can't run it, good job, Adam. It belongs in a museum. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, my computer probably won't. My old PC had an SSD, but it didn't. I couldn't put games on it because I didn't have enough space. It's like a 120 gig one. That's only that was only 4 years old. Shut up. You shut up, mate. You cock. Thor. Harley. Dakota Groffhurst. Yeah. Oh, this is looking really nice. I'm just going to work on this. I also put all these trees and stuff in because I just needed to fill the space a little bit. But I'm liking leaving some bits like this just grass, which is taking a lot of restraint for me to do that, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Because that portal world jumping shit in Indiana Jones. I've never seen an Indiana Jones film. Is that what he does in Indiana Jones? I need to remove the wind turbines, don't I? I need to put an actual, I need to put a coal power plant in or something. If I've got... Oh, I don't know. A gas one's going to cost too much to maintain. It costs so much. The upkeep is ridiculous. Coal one might be better, but at the same time it's a coal power plant. I don't know if I want that, so I might just stick with wind turbines but move them somewhere. I don't know. Oh, Ratchet & Clank had the world jumping kit. Sorry, I misread that. It has portal windows in-game that you skip between levels. Okay. I never played Ratchet & Clank. I think I had it. I think it was a pre-game on PlayStation Plus or whatever, but I didn't even know it wasn't a PlayStation exclusive, to be fair. Shows what I know. Oh, I love these buildings. Aren't they gorgeous? Well, they're not gorgeous, but they're, you know, they're very British. Should we put a little British signature building down somewhere? I want to put this executive mansion down somewhere, but I really don't know where's a good place to put it, if that makes sense. We've also got a lot of British commercial things in here. A lot of pubs. Oh, we can put Morrissey's supermarket in. Ooh. Where do we put... Do you reckon I can go there? It's going to knock down 8 houses. I think I need to unlock a new square if I want to put this supermarket in. I might make it like... I've got something pictured in my mind. Of how I want to do it. Ooh, excuse me. So I probably won't put it in just yet. What about, say, little country hotels? The German department store? Petrol stations? Maybe a petrol station? I think the first one I've got is... That's a pub and restaurant. It's there. Which is a bit of a crap place to put a petrol station, to be honest with you. So I might move it. I might move it. You're probably better off putting it on a main road, aren't you? Let's just muck about with this. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, let's move this here. Let's put this on a main road. Like that. Just a little petrol station. Makes more sense than it being like in the middle of a little neighborhood down here. And then what we can do in here is go like that. Actually, what we could probably do is just that, because it's quicker. Yeah? In fact, no. Let's put it there. That's going to be better, isn't it? Let's just... Nice. Good stuff. Gwyn convinced me to download... Hang on, I need to show you this. Gwyn's convinced me to download Nextdoor because she said there's loads of racist people on it, and I wanted to see if there's any racist people near me. Turns out there's no one near me that uses Nextdoor, but I still get notifications from it. And just, Gwyn, you'll like this if you're still here. I've also got a message preview from Gwyn. I'm just going to minimize that so you can't see that. I just want to show you this. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is that going to work? Right, hang on. Let's make me really big. Hello. Can you see that? Dog attack. It's a little bit blurry, isn't it? It doesn't focus well. Dog attack with the little warning, exclamation point things. We caught a black dog attacking some of our horses and alpacas today. Yeah, it's like it's these ones. Hang on, it's like this. Dog attack. Make sure your partner gets important safety updates. Spouse or partner's email. Does anyone want to give me their email for this? I'm not. Here we go. This is from Hannah Allwood in Riddlesden, which is not near me. We caught a black dog attacking some of our horses and alpacas today. It was the same dog as previously mentioned, a large black crossbreed that looked like a giant Schnauzer cross. After chasing it through our land, we eventually caught up with the dog and its owner. I showed him the picture of the sheep it had killed, and no, that's actually quite grim. Sorry, I should have read ahead, shouldn't I? The owner was mortified and just looked at the floor. He has been told that if it appears on our land again, that it will be shot without warning. Fucking hell. To join it amount of campaigning against beavers. It's good entertainment. As long as people aren't fucking mad. Do you want to see what the actual near... That's not near me at all, is the thing. Someone showing pictures of refurbishment of a stenciled concrete patio area with stunning Moroccan tiles, which does not look good. Man and van removals. Does anyone on here have an unused rabbit or guinea pig hutch they no longer need? Fair enough. Heads up, chocolate oranges only £1 at Morrison's. Could do with the ability to dog attack in chat. No longer interested in that command. No, I should have read that ahead of time. I'm sorry about that. I mean... a lot of it's just hospital stuff. And then it just go when you get far back enough, it's just this person's joined this neighborhood. Like no one posts anything. Everyone just joins it and that's it. I need to turn off push notifications for this. Hannah Allwood's post is trending. I'm going to report that. I'm not quite sure what for. Dangerous or illegal? Illegal or regulated goods or services. Examples: weapons or components, ammunition, tobacco products, or supporting or promoting a hate or terror group. Okay, I've reported that. You prick. Yours is so normal. Was that normal, Gwyn? Was what you just heard quite normal? Because I don't think it was. I mean, it wasn't racist, which I guess is something. It's just threatening to shoot a dog instead.
Welcome to Go Nuts Donuts, the best donuts in town. We've got grapes and crawlers and
Creepy, crazy, crunchy critters.
It's a full-on horror show.
Hi, Joel. Welcome in.
Bet you won't last 5 minutes.
I'm gonna go to Morrison's. Nice. Enjoy. I like Morrison's. I got a whole cooked chicken for £3 yesterday. I've talked about this already. Mine is all Eastern Europeans have moved in down the road from us. Not sure what they're up to. Oh, Jesus. Fucking hell.
Why, hello, Janet.
Well, I think mine... I live close enough to Bradford that people tend not to do that sort of thing. Because they know better. Because there's quite a large immigrant population in Brentford, and it's fine. So, you know. Migrants who rule the country is common in my village, which is a place where there are 0 migrants. Exactly. Yeah, it's always in the places where there are no migrants that people complain about that stuff. In places where there are, it's generally fine. What a disgrace. Morrison local on Rural Lane selling advent calendars for $1.50 2 days after December. Some families can't afford luxuries like this at full price. Most of the stores sell them a bit cheaper than $1.50. $1.50 is a good price for an advent calendar. Do you want to see my advent calendar? It's really good actually. A little bit of a twist this year. It's a Cadbury one. I say you want to see it. It's not green, so I don't know why it's not showing up. But it's creamy. Can you see that? It's creamy. It's really thick as well. Like they're good solid chocolates, and they've got like a little bit of like this creamy kind of stuff inside them. They're really nice. They're really good. Normally I just get like a Peppa Pig one or something. You know, like a really cheap one for like 75p. Whole bargains. Have I got pissed off at the UK medium density situation yet? What, the fact that terraced housing counts as medium density? Yes. I got pissed off about that about 2 weeks ago, to be fair, Joel. I'm over it. Is that what you were talking about? My wife got me an instant noodles one. I saw that in Home Bargains. As well as a cereal bar one. Yeah. They do advent calendars for everything now. It's really crazy, isn't it? Creepy, crazy, crunchy critters. Let's do another one of these little path situations. A little path dealy. Yeah? No, I don't want a crossing though. I just want... No. I just want like that. Yeah. Maybe put some trees down the middle. Creepy, crazy, crunchy critters. Right. Let's get some of these, is it poplar ones? It was, wasn't it? How many have I put down there? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, that's fine. There you go. And then is it... I can probably... It's wild green bush. Be nice if I could get some like lights down this. I don't think you can do that though. There you go. Sorry, hang on. I've missed some chat. Go to other stores then. Yeah, creamy. That concept does not cross the mind of the average next door poster. I don't understand the next door, but I'd love to move somewhere where there's like a proper. I would just wind everyone up. Seriously, I would spend my life winding people up on next door. Happens in Sheffield all the time. We're surrounded by loads of green space, and also the same people whinging about. Also say about how nobody goes into the town centre anymore because it's dead. Yeah, people say that about Leeds, and it was absolutely packed when I went in the other week. Ridiculous. It was so busy. I don't understand how people are complaining about it. It's really like in the other way. The UK pack medium density is broken. Terraced says medium density and fulfills low density. Then the actual medium density doesn't build. Is that true, Joel? Because I've not had an issue with it. I don't know if I've ever paid attention to terraced housing fulfilling low density. I think that makes sense. I don't think terraced housing should be medium density. I think terraced housing should be low density. And the reason is, if we just filter by UK packs, there's one low density category, which is just this one. And then there's 4 medium density categories, including terraced, semi-detached, mixed, and medium. I think at least terrace, but also probably the semi-detached housing, need to be on low. They all need to be low, if anything. But I'm not having a problem with medium density housing not building, because this is all medium density and it's building for me okay. I've not had an issue with it, personally. Therefore, the problem doesn't exist. Joel, it's all in your head, mate. No. What I've tended to find the issue is when there's no demand for anything is removing all the homeless people, which you can do in dev mode by going to simulation and remove residents' vehicles and also disable homeless, but it only works for like that one session. But also the other thing you can do is the bye homeless mod. You can deport them or arrest them or remove stuck ones. They tend to help. You do that and you let it just run for a bit and then it's fine again. That's typically helped me, but I've not had an issue. This is all medium density. That's medium density. All these big ones here are medium density. And there's some down here as well. I think these are medium. They're medium density, and I think they are as well along here. So it's not been an issue for me, but I can imagine it. I don't understand. I don't understand why there's only one low density category for the UK stuff, and then there's 4 medium density ones. It doesn't make sense, especially when low density is the one that there seems to always be demand for. It's a strange one. I don't know. Sorry. Let's have a look. Any relation to Cat Dealey? Yes. Can't remember what I was talking about. Sorry, Snore. Maybe they're very aware they're just also scum of the earth and don't care either way. Probably. That would require some self-awareness that I don't think they have. Probably. Just check the old sensors there. It appears that Joel is currently on one. I think Joel has a To be fair, probably a valid complaint. Let's turn policing at a minute. Let's defund the police a little bit, shall we? How about that? Should we do that? Heard good stories on Grootdorp, to be fair. Fuck's sake, Gundy. I also need to edit all the connection names again, but I've not got any transport yet, so it's like Moundsville at the moment and Leechburg. There's an air one here that goes to Liberty Centre. Winchelsea. Any others? Foey. David Foey. If anyone wants to do that joke. Where's this going? It's going from Carrizo to Royal Lakes. Can we go passenger thing on this? Oh, look at that. Look, you can see the city in the distance. It's so loud. The tools the Tories wish they had. I know. I know. Yeah, the homeless people are a bit of a problem in this, but thankfully mods can fix it, or dev mode. I just tend to boot the game up in dev mode every time now, just in case. It's not perfect. Things don't seem to save, like, between things. But what you can do is sim it up to 8 times speed, which is really helpful. If you just want to, if you know you're making money, which I'm making $25 an hour, but if you know you're making money, you can just do that for ages. And then that's how I've got up to 2.5 million, even though I've only got 9,000 people in here. Look at this industry though. I've got the recycling centre set up as well. And all of these things. Look at that. The fucking size of it. Produces metal ore. You supposed to type David Bowie? Good stuff. I think there's a Bowie lane in this. I think one of the names that I made for it is Bowie's one of them. Yeah. I might add some more to that list later this afternoon. I have a lot of fun with it. I just go on Google Maps to somewhere in the UK where there's a load of streets crammed in together. Zoom in and just type them all into this document. And that's how I end up with this. Apart from like bog, which is just me taking the piss a little bit. I can see I can see terrace houses showing up as medium density, but semi should really be low density. Yeah, one or the other has to be low density. I don't think, because look, let's have a look at this. So this is a semi-detached house. This is medium density. It's got 4 people living in it. These all have 3 people, 5, 5, 5, 2, 5. But I think the reason it's classed as medium density is because it's got more than one household per asset. Because it's obviously semi-detached. So there's one household there and there's one household there. Whereas with all these low density ones, this is just one household. All low density ones are one household. So I think that's why they're classed as medium density. Really, there should be a different category. There shouldn't just be low, medium, or high. There should just be like low detached, low semi-detached, and that sort of thing. It would make more sense. Or not even like low detached, low semi-detached, just detached, semi-detached. Or maybe like a low and a medium of each one or something like that. I can sort of understand terraced housing because you're sort of cramming a lot of people into a very small area.
Hi.
I can sort of understand that because I think there's 3 households per asset in this. This looks great, by the way. I kind of wish you could get rid of the speed limits on the road. It's a little bit. I just want them to. And there's a sign already. It doesn't need to be on the street as well. But you see, that's one asset. Fuck off. So there's 3 households there for each one. So I can understand that to an extent. I need to get the graffiti mod and stick some graffiti on the sides of the houses, don't I? I really need to do that. I don't know what is going on with that. It looks bizarre, doesn't it? But yeah, it's just not a great system. Low, medium, high, because it doesn't work like that in real life, does it? Really? Like all medium ones are just small flats, and all high ones are just big flats. Imagine your front door directly opening onto a 30-mile-an-hour street. I know. Well, the idea is it's meant to just be like, like I said, I wish there was like a tiny little pavement that went down here. But you can't do these tiny roads unless you do like a gravel one, but that's even, yeah, that's even crapper. Like, because it doesn't even match up with the textures or anything like that. So that's the best you can get, really. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Is what it is. I do love gravel, that is true. I do love gravel. I also wish the tarmac colour was a little bit less grey and a little bit more blue in this. It's all just properly grey, that, isn't it? I wish it was a little bit more of a blue tinge to it. If that makes sense. They ruined the immersion for me. Yeah. What, these ones? You can make smaller medium density ones, like these. No, sorry. These. So that's a medium density one. These are all 2 household medium density ones, and I think they're fine. The ones that I've put out there are just like the biggest ones that I can get. Whereas these ones I think are 2x3 or 3x2. Let's have a look. Or 2x2, something like that. Yes, these are 2x2. Whereas these big ones that I've put out here are 5x6. So, yeah. You just give me one moment, folks. Not Cracker Leopard. Sorry about that. Oh, I should have left it running, doing something. Sorry about that. Yeah. I don't think I like these. I think I'll knock these down and do something else with them. They're a bit... When they get up to level 5, they're going to be too tall, aren't they? I like these. I don't like that one. This is what happens when they level up, though. They'll just level up into something else. Oh, crap. Hang on, I've got an key on. I'm going to turn that off when I'm doing that. Why is that bin not getting collected? Is it because we need to up the budget a little bit? Maybe? Maybe?
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions.
Fuck off. Right, folks. I think I'm going to leave it there. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. It's a new city. The old one's been abandoned because it was accidentally in the southern hemisphere. It was too hilly. So this one's a lot smoother, a lot nicer. Got some nice rolling hills that I put in the background. Just making it look very British. And we've got some nice lakes that we can do something with. Because you know what I'm like with lakes in video games. I fucking love them. So, yeah. We'll sort that out at another point. Well, I'll probably do it off stream and I'll come back on at some point and muck about with them. But I think I'm going to leave it there.